When will I be good enough to be all I wanna be? When will I be good enough to live my life and be free? When will I dance till the morning lights up my day? When?
There has been a shift in paradigms in the last 20 years. We are now moving into the centrality of emotion and into the centrality of interconnected social relationships. And that really, that has been my greatest interest, how relationships not only alter the brain, but how relationships alter, for better or worse, our brains, and especially this right brain, which is dominant for not only for emotional relationships, but also dominant for regulating stress. In a nutshell, the models have moved now from the intellect, from purely insight, now you understand, etc., to, on the other hand, now feeling in your own body and being able to communicate and being able to use other human beings to share this and then to regulate these through interactions with other human beings. This is a different model of therapy than purely just a cold intellectual understanding of I am this way because these events occurred at this point in time. And the truth of it is all psychotherapy is now changing into this direction. 20 or 30 years ago, therapy was focusing on changing people's behaviors.
Right.
Then it got to be changing people's cognitions, that you could change the way, if you change the way they think, you would change the way they feel. Everybody is now moving into emotions really being central. So this is not just my work. I mean, although I have been part of this, what has been called the emotional revolution.
Emotional revolution, I love it.
This was a talk that I gave to the American Psychological. But this is worldwide now, and so my lectures are literally worldwide also. But yes, I mean, I've been to Australia 4 times, but I've been to I'm guessing 30 countries in Europe, for the last 20 years over and over also. So these matters of emotions and the communication of emotions and then the regulation of emotions now is part of all therapies. And my interest is in what are the brain changes in all therapies. Now, the last part of that, when it gets to therapy, is it used to be thought that psychotherapy was about changing the mind and pharmacology was about changing the brain. We now see this is not the case. That psychotherapy that focuses on emotions also makes changes in the brain, especially in the right hemisphere, which regulates emotions, and therefore the right hemisphere really is a focus of all forms of trauma therapy, from body psychotherapy to other forms of therapy.
And do you believe that the brain can heal itself?
I think it can heal itself optimally when the brain is in interaction with another brain.
Fantastic.
A brain, in other words, the self can heal itself when it is open in interaction with another self.
Beautiful.
And so this is the relational position that now also is throughout psychotherapy. But again, it's not another self who just intellectually understands. It's another self literally who can resonate with the feelings, who gives you a sense that this other person understands what I am feeling from the inside out.
That's it. From this connection.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that connection is more than mind to mind, brain to brain. It's also body to body. We are always co-regulating our internal bodily states by our relationships. So there's been too much of a focus on each of us literally to be autonomous, to be individuals, and to have within us this capacity to overcome it all just by, digging deep within. But it's the connectedness and it's the relational that really is the key to this. And we've got to come back and bring this balance back up into more of these right brain activities. Again, creativity is right brain, much of morality is right brain, etc. And so, I think again we need to bring it back to balance.